All right. This is the Rokani Media Football. There have been games that have gone ahead to be played today, and Man City has gone ahead to obviously survive a fight back from Fulham. Guys, this game has ended 5-4, but the entire story of how it has gone ahead obviously pan out is the most interesting of it all. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Let me obviously let you know how things went ahead to pan out. Erling Haaland in the 17th minute put City ahead in their all broke their dreadlock. Then Tijane Reinders in the 37th minute, that is 20 minutes later, he came up and obviously made it 2-0 in favor of Man City. And guess what? Towards the end of the first half, Emily Smith-Rowe came up and obviously pulled one back for the side of Fulham. And the first half ended. Sorry. After Erling Haaland, there followed a goal from Reinders and a goal from Phil Foden. That was 3. Then 2 minutes later, after Foden made it 3-0 for the side of Man City, Emily Smith-Rowe pulled one back, and that's how they went into the halftime. From halftime, they returned, and Phil Foden was like, I have to score another one, and went ahead obviously bag a brace. And speaking about Phil Foden, the lad has obviously picked back his form. I tell you, if you saw the game of Leeds, he was the match winner, and he really went ahead to put in a very huge shift in there for you, and they really went ahead to obviously do the needful, and they went ahead to obviously win that game of football, and it ended 3-2 also. This one has ended 5-4, the other one ended 3-2. And again, in the game of Leeds, he scored a brace. You understand? He went ahead to obviously score a brace. That is a man known as Phil Foden. And even today, he has gone ahead to obviously score a brace again. And after making it 4-1 for the side of Man City, then Sander Berge went ahead to obviously make it 5-1 for the side of Man City because he scored an own goal in there for you. Then afterwards, we went ahead to see Alex Iwobi, 57th minute, came up and obviously made it 5-2, and in the 72nd minute, Samuel Chukwueze came in through and obviously made it 3-5. You understand? And in the 78th minute, Samuel Chukwueze completed his brace by really putting out another effort that was really very important. And it was 4-5. And that's how the game of football went ahead to go down in there at the Craven Cottage in there for you. Fulham bringing their A game to Man City, but Man City managed to obviously survive because of the very many goals they've gone ahead to score. And I've always told you that that side of City doesn't really know how to defend, because if you are lucky and you've gone ahead to put 5 goals past Fulham and they're only having 1, why would you allow them to obviously net more 3 to obviously see you play on pressure? But all in all, they've gone ahead to find themselves in a position of really scoring very beautiful goals, and they've managed to earn the 3 points because they went into this game of football knowing that they were having 25 points and they're 5 points behind Arsenal. Now they're in the breath of Arsenal by 28 points, and it's only 2 points separating the two sides, and Arsenal is yet to play against Brentford tomorrow. That means Arsenal will have to walk into that game with huge pressure if you know in there for you. So guys, thank you very much for watching through, and that's how things pan down at the it's called Craven Cottage. Let's go to the stats and see how things really went ahead to really look like down there at that side. Let's see. Fulham had 5. Fulham had 12 shots. Man City had 9. Out of the 9, 4 were on target and all crossed the line. and 5 were on target for Fulham and 4 crossed the goal line. 56% ball possession by the side of Fulham and 44% ball possession by Man City. 469 passes completed by Fulham, 408 passes completed by Man City. 91% passing accuracy by Fulham, 90% passing accuracy by City. 9 fouls by Fulham, 7 fouls by City. 0 yellow cards to Fulham, 1 to Man City. No red cards issued to Man City, all Fulham. Then 4 offsides to Fulham, and then we have 1 for Man City, 7 corners to Fulham, and 0 corners to the side of Manchester City in there for you. So that's how it went down, and Man City has gone ahead to collect those points in there for you, and they are really a happy team in there for you. For the side of the Premier League, and they've gone ahead to obviously put in a very huge shift in there for you. When we go to Opta Joe, we want to see what City has gone ahead to obviously do in the needful. Teams to score 4 goals in a home Premier League match and lose. 1994, Norwich scored 4 against Southampton and they lost for 5. 2004, Tottenham Hotspur scored 4 and Arsenal scored 5. Then in 2016, Norwich scored 4, Liverpool scored 5. 2025, Fulham have scored 4, and City have gone ahead to obviously score 5. It has been a game of goals, and we can say it has been a goal galore in there for you. Erling Haaland is the 35th player to score 100 goals in the Premier League. It has taken him 111 appearances, 13 fewer than previous fastest Alan Shearer, who took 124 appearances, and that is phenomenal for the lad. So all I want to let you know is that the lad is really writing history. That is it. The guy is writing history, and in the due course of really writing history, a lot is really happening and really going the right way. That is the side of Erling Haaland in there for you. Then Man City conceded 4 goals and won a league game for the first time since December 1957 against Sheffield Wednesday, also 5-4 in there. So every time Man City has gone ahead to concede 4 goals, they've failed to win a game. But they've gone ahead to obviously come back to win 1 since 957. Fulham have lost a home league match while scoring as many as 4 goals for the second time in their history, previously going down 4-6 against Leicester City in September 1955. You understand? So that is the side of Fulham for you. So from Fulham and Man City, there was another big game between Newcastle and the side of Tottenham Hotspur. Bruno Guimaraes broke the dreadlock in the 71st minute. Then 7 minutes later, Christian Romero went ahead and obviously leveled the game. And then Anthony Gordon went ahead to convert a penalty to make it to 1. And then Christian Romero again said in the 90th plus 5 minute, for the 50th minute, he said, no way, you guys are coming in through to come hard at us. And guess what happened? Christian Romero came in through and obviously scored another one, meaning that he has gone ahead to obviously do the needful and put out a brace for this particular side. Going into the stats of the game, that game has gone ahead to end 2-2 in there. And let's head straight into the stats of the game, and then we'll go to how the Premier League table is looking like. 17 shots by Newcastle, Spurs had 8. 5 shots on target by Newcastle, Spurs had 2. 52% ball possession by Newcastle, 48% ball possession by Tottenham Hotspur. 343 passes completed by Newcastle, 307 passes completed by Spurs. 93% passing accuracy by Newcastle, 92% passing accuracy by Spurs. 5 fouls by Newcastle and 11 fouls by Tottenham Hotspur. 0 yellow cards to Newcastle and 3 yellow cards to the side of Spurs, and 0 yellow cards to Newcastle and 3 to Spurs. No red cards issued in an entire game. Then 3 offsides to Newcastle and 1 offside to Spurs. 11 corners to a side known as Newcastle and 8 to the side known as Spurs in there for you. And we head to the table and let's see how the table is pretty looking in there for you. The table has the following. It's looking like this. After some teams have gone to play their 14th game of the season in the Premier League. Now, Arsenal still on top. 13 games played, playing their game today. They're having 30 points. Man City, second, 14 games, 28 points. Chelsea, third, 13 games, 24 points. Aston Villa, fourth with 13 games played, 24 points in there for you. Brighton in there for you, and that's how things are really looking like. And Spurs, 14 games, they're really having 19 points. They're really sloping down. Newcastle, 13 games, they're having 19 points also. So a lot can happen in these kind of games in here onto this channel. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. That's how the table is really looking like. Arsenal is playing tomorrow, and let me obviously take you through the fixtures of today, because in my country it's already Wednesday. Now today, Everton has beat Bournemouth by 1-0 in there. Those are the 3 games that have gone ahead to happen today. Now, sorry, yesterday. But today, Brighton, Aston Villa, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Wolves, Nottingham Forest, Arsenal is taking on Brentford, Leeds United is playing Chelsea, Sunderland is playing Liverpool, and on Thursday, Manchester United will be playing against West Ham at Old Trafford. That is it. So guys, I'm out. See you later, and good night to those going to bed. But Man City has really survived, and indeed, they really had a big ask.